Oh, welcome to the neighborhood. Oh. Wait. I feel like something's missing. Before I go off and do that. Are there any people on? Okay. My vodka and hot chocolate is making me have to burp. I can hear her breathing from the doorway. Okay. Let me... I think I have stuff to sell. Not sell. Break down. What do we got? Is that it? That's fine. Oh, it's a message. Well, I get more hot cocoa. Could have muted it. Did she just say that twice? Okay. Okay, I don't need any of these challenges on anymore because I'm finished. Okay, now it's called Fort Atlas. Hold on. See if anything else changed. If there's any Brotherhood symbols. Which I can't see because of all the alcohol. I need to go here. Because I know this place is changing. Some more hot cocoa. A new dawn is here for Appalachia. Doesn't look like this has been changed yet. Wait. There's a truck here now. And some Brahmin and a dog. Who is this? Badger. Okay. charisma bobblehead. Oh, who are you? Oh, you're just a Mr. Handy. Okay. I thought they were gonna build this house into an actual house. Hello? Okay, I thought it was a person in power armor. It's just a robot. Okay. Maybe they're up here with the bodies? I'm pretty sure they're indoors, but I'm just checking. No. The Brahmin isn't in the pen. Okay. Wait, I gotta turn that off. I just realized that's still going. Why is Badger outside? Why would you leave Badger outside? Bring Badger inside. Okay, yeah, they took down the dagger. Putnam residence. People in here. 2. They're cool with me looting. That's good. Is that new? No. Oh, there's more than 2. No one seems to care that I'm walking around their house. Okay. Nope.
Oh, hi. If you've got any business here, you better talk to Mom. She's just over there.
Okay, their note made them seem like they were gonna be assholes.
Bring it to my wife, Carol. She's the shot caller around here.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna want to talk to my mom. Yeah, she runs this place.
Yeah, okay.
Careful, stranger. Walking into people's homes uninvited is a good way to get yourself hurt.
What is this place?
At least as much as we've got set up so far. Not that it's any of your business.
How
enough
long
to
you
be
been
ready
here?
to defend it against strangers looking to take what's not theirs. If you get my meaning.
You didn't seem to care when I was looting.
Curiosity
I was just curious.
can be a fatal illness, stranger. I'm not looking to be rude, but this is our home, and I'm asking you politely to move along. Well, don't let it happen again.
Okay. Is that it? I'm taking all your alcohol. Okay. Probably serves a purpose later on. What else do we got on around here? I'm not seeing any other BOS symbols. Did they at least know? They didn't even change Fort Defiance. Come on. Come on. Alright, whatever. Let's get started on this main quest. Fort Atlas. Let's go. It's 8. I gotta be up at 6. I got time. Remember me?
Hey, good to see you again. Welcome to Fort Atlas.
Fort Atlas?
Yep, the Brotherhood renamed it when they turned it into their new headquarters here.
Brotherhood finally
Sure
showed
did.
up?
Trailing a bunch of recruits and new initiates they'd picked up along the way. Quite the sight to see, no lie. I was really glad I had something to show them when they got here. I
Like
caught
the
a
plan
little
worked.
flack for using the logo when they arrived, but they were pretty impressed. So much work was already done. The Paladin asked me on the spot if I wanted to make it official as an initiate. I'm not too proud to say I got so excited I barely could say yes.
Okay, well, who's in
looking to
charge?
sign up? Or just curious? Well, either way, I guess it's not me you want to talk to. Most of the fort's off limits to civilians, but if you're interested, Knight Shin's in charge of the new recruits. He's very serious about protocol and security, so you'll have to speak to him first if you want to get anywhere.
Sounds good.
Those greater types are tough and nicer than you think, but
Someone took his bed. Can I read his diary still? No, guess you can't read his diary anymore. And his notes are all gone.
I'm thinking about joining up, getting in on the ground floor. How about you?
Okay. Just another hopeful, isn't it? Yep. Is this also a hopeful? No, that's initiate.
Everything I need here. You should get that mutation treated, civilian.
Your voice does not fit your character. Oh, they can tell that you have... They can tell you have mutations. Is that going to be a problem? Are they going to be like, you have to cleanse yourself?
The fight is just beginning. Stay disciplined.
Okay. Let's go inside.
Guys, do some good for once. Difference. Whatever it takes.
Should probably turn off those other events that I'm not going to be doing right now. That guy is not up as a BOS member. Pumpkin House also. There we go.
I have real duties to attend to.
Not
The
now.
Outrider is still in school,
Not until these Brotherhood jerks listen to me.
and we're awash in hope.
Not
I
now.
have no time to be
Okay.
Your duties are what I say they are, Knight. Your objections are noted, but this is a direct order from your commanding officer. Help us put on a good face for the local people. We've just moved into their backyard. They're nervous. Show them we mean no harm.
If you insist, Paladin. If there's nothing further, I'll have the completed report on your desk shortly.
I expect nothing less from you. As you were, Shin.
Paladin,
She looks drunk. Take me with you.
you had
I thought he was calling me Paladin.
If you're here with a request for the Brotherhood, get in line. I don't have time for you right now.
Well, you're fighting with that officer. I'm actually an initiate myself, you know, sir. Technically, I am already an initiate.
Knight Daniel Shin, Brotherhood of Steel, 1st Expeditionary Force. We've got important work to do here, so get to the point. Diddy. Initiate Dorsey is supposed to be manning his post at the entrance, not acting as my secretary. The specifics
What
of
are you
our
guys doing
mission
here?
are not for discussion with civilians. We're here under orders from Elder Maxson. Stay out of our way, and we won't have any problems.
I'm already a member.
If we accept you as an
Are they just going to ignore that entire quest line?
You would be pledging yourself to our order and our cause. Our order exists to locate, secure, and protect dangerous technologies. Humanity cannot be trusted with the means to destroy itself. We will not allow another apocalypse.
I'm pretty sure they just ignored that entire quest line where you became a member.
That is
You recruiting
within the
anyone?
scope of Paladin Romani's directives. It takes more than just asking, of course. You would have to prove yourself. If you are sincere about wishing to join our ranks, you would have to earn the approval of the officers here, including me. Is that why you're here? Another hopeful dreaming of service to the Brotherhood?
I'm already a member, bro. Whatever, we'll go with the charisma choice.
And you are right. But if that's sarcasm, I recommend you stow it. Immediately. Normally, I'd stick you with the other hopefuls until we decide whether you're worthy. But, if you're serious about joining us, you've got good timing. There's something you could do for me that would help the Order and demonstrate your qualities as a candidate. We've had a number of civilians show up here at Fort Atlas, asking for one thing or another from the Brotherhood. People are afraid, or want something, or are looking to involve us in local squabbles. Civilian outreach is not my specialty. There's too much left to do to secure this facility. If you're really interested in helping, save my time. Interview the petitioners, find out what they want, and report back to me. No.
Is there anyone else in the Brotherhood I can
chain that
speak
binds
to?
dictates
No.
a strict hierarchy of command. And as
Okay.
the knight present, the initiates are directly under me. Unless I say so, your contact with the Brotherhood stops here.
Got it.
Do this right.
I can do that.
Don't make me regret giving you the opportunity. Conduct yourself properly, and we can consider putting you forward as an initiate candidate.
Okay, so my problem
I
with
am
this
not
already is they're
civilian.
ignoring that entire quest line that I did where I became a member.
Hope this not's true to them.
Okay, speak to the petitioners. That would be you.
You better have something useful to say to me.
You, I don't even know what to do. He asked me to talk to you.
Himself? What, he needs to requisition some more armor polish? All right. Keep it cool, Sean. So, what's he got to say to me?
Tell me what the problem is.
Is that a couple of these Brotherhood clowns showed up and took a bunch of my stuff at gunpoint. Now, I'm a peaceful man. I really am. Sure wasn't equipped to deal with armed thugs requisitioning the little I've managed to put together for myself. Never understood the Raiders. I like the quiet life. I don't need much, and I need trouble less. But after this, oh, I get it. I came here to give the Brotherhood a chance to make things right. Else maybe I go to Crater and start doing things their way. At least they don't pretend to be the good guys.
Okay. So these Brotherhood are taking things by force like the ones from Boston.
All right.
I have questions first.
What else did you want? I'm a
Tell me about
scavenger.
yourself.
Always been pretty good with a set of tools, so I do all right for myself, scrapping and fixing.
While I get another
things.
drink of
I trade what I find
vodka
or
cocoa.
fix with the folks at Foundation when I need something I can't get otherwise. Mostly, I like to be left alone.
That makes sense. Are you sure they were
Don't throw me
Brotherhood?
Off like I'm making this up. These people have a responsibility to fix this. They had the power armor.
Is it gonna be
and
the
they said they
Enclave?
were Brotherhood. Sorry I didn't make sure to ask proof when they had me at gunpoint.
Okay. You really become a
Listen,
raider over
I
this.
don't have much, but what's mine is mine, and these people took that from me. The Brotherhood pretends like they're noble, but then they let this happen? In their name? Raiders don't act like something they're not, and at least the gangs defend their own.
Alright. I
Then tell them.
will take care of
And
this.
get them to do something about it.
It makes sense now.
Okay.
My place. My mission.
We have more. Oh, a scientist.
What is... Yes. Something I can help you with? I am waiting to speak with a Brotherhood representative. I have no interest in small talk with strangers.
I was going to speak my Shan for you.
The
Oh,
city
no, he sent me to
gentleman
talk to you.
Yes. Dr. Edgar Blackburn at your service. And what did Night Shin want?
He's not wearing power armor.
I am
Tell
sure
me about
you have
yourself.
more interesting things to do than listen to a poorly socialized wasteland doctor talk about himself. In short, I trained in multiple specialties before the war, and had a brief career as a research scientist prior to the bombs dropping. Finding myself fortunate enough to survive, I have continued my research, such as it is. Now I focus on the health of the people of Appalachia. Please do not ask me to examine any strange growths. I am not that kind of doctor.
He's a familiar voice actor from the Elder Scrolls. He asked me to find out what you wanted.
The Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, this was of great interest. My research is always in need of equipment and materials rather difficult to obtain by scavenging and bartering. I came to see if an arrangement could be made, but from what I can see of their operations, they are as yet still in too much disarray. Given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that their needs likely outweigh my own.
Possibly. I will...
Very well.
Hold on, do you have other
What
questions?
did you wish to know? It would be
Tell me about your research.
difficult to express it in layman's terms. No offense intended. In essence, I have been studying the illnesses of Appalachia. For too long, people have relied on folk remedies and makeshift medicines. The long-term effects of this environment are concerning. Just because the radiation is survivable does not mean it is safe.
Okay. And you're
Their
working for
hygiene
Foundation?
standards are better than a lot at Crater, but no. I prefer to work in solitude. One day, perhaps, my research will be of benefit to them and all the other people of Appalachia. Very well,
Okay,
then.
that's it.
Very well. Perhaps we can be of assistance to one another, should our paths cross again.
Okay.
Make it quick if you would. My bones ain't getting any younger.
Oh, I thought his name was Rat Poison. Art Knapp. Are you not one of them? Talk to me.
Your life wrapped up in metal. Well, now look at you. You with these steel brother fellas? I've been waiting a good spell to talk to them.
Yeah, he told me to talk to you.
I'd like to die of old age waiting on him. Name's Art Knapp. So, what's this Knight fella sent you for? Ain't much
Tell me
to
about
tell.
yourself, Art.
Been a farmer one way or another, all my life. My daddy before me, and so on. Set up in these parts after I heard it was safe again. Turned out, there's plenty of raiders fixing to take what ain't nailed down. Ain't much use bellyaching about it, but neither am I just gonna roll over and let some bullies take what's mine.
Isn't your farm in danger while you're gone?
I ain't yet seen a raider willing to scrabble in the soil for seeds, so I reckon it'll get by till I'm back. A fair
Okay.
trade's
Well, what do you
I
want?
I've heard stories about these steel types back in the day. They was going around taking things from folks. For the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make them raiders too. Well, I ain't got much, and I already got to worry about raiders. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. My farm don't produce much, but I got some extra. And I expect they'll have a use for it. In return, I want these steel boys and girls to keep raiders away from my farm. Heard a lot of noise they was on our side. So, seems fair.
Seems fair.
I'm not going
Let me see if I have other questions for you. That's a dumb question, but I guess I have to ask it.
Folks used to pay taxes in exchange for the government doing what it was supposed to do. Raiders will just take everything. This is a trade. Fair is fair, and a deal's a deal. I ain't care for people poking their noses into my business, but if a bushel or two to these brotherhood keeps the raiders away, I can live with it.
There's a raider right behind you.
Could
Alright,
be
see you around, Art.
something else or
No, let me talk to Tally Lang.
Hey. Yeah, you. Who do I need to talk to around here? You know, about the guns? You don't look like one of these Brotherhood yahoos. Name's Tally Lang. What's your deal?
Who are you?
Just told you, dummy. Tally Lang. Just another chick trying to make it in the wasteland. You know? Ooh,
Seem a little
me?
anxious about these guns.
Nah. Cool as a cryo grenade, me. Definitely.
That ain't muted.
Shin?
Oh wait, it doesn't need to be.
The scary guy with the stick up his butt? Alright, shoot.
Why is there a echo? I don't know why there's an echo. That's weird.
Oh,
So what's your story?
I'm just a poor country girl, you know? Parents died ages ago, so it's just me and a few friends trying to make our way in the world. It's pretty scary out there. We're just a bunch of orphans helping each other out. And we're practically just kids. Had to grow up on our own. We'd sure feel a lot safer with some of those high-tech guns these Brotherhood have to scare off all the maniacs out there.
I already know she's a Raider. I can tell because she's got Raider face paint. So let's ask, you want guns?
Shiny guns. And all the talk in the area is about these Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and I thought, Tally, you gotta get some of that. For self-defense, of course. Just so me and some of my poor, innocent friends can protect ourselves from all the nasty folks out there.
Oh, I can't.
Why not?
Hold on, let me ask you some more questions. You're not a raider, are you?
Raider? No, 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 no.
You're a
Little
raider.
me? Don't be silly.
Okay. Be honest with me. Why do you want the guns? Yes.
I mean, I already told you. My friends and I just need them for self-defense. We'll pay good caps.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Did you wish to speak with me?
No, there's a lot of alcohol down here. I'm just trying to see if there's anything worthwhile.
Local recruits appear healthy, if unfed.
Everything is like empty. That's not a door. It is a door, but it's not a door I can use. Okay. Okay. They're still constructing. This door's gonna be locked, huh? Oh, it just leads to Appalachia. Oh wait, I have to go back and talk to the guy, don't I? It's not a technical sense. I could just not go to sleep. And then go get my freaking car thing done. And then come home and then go to sleep. Right? That's logic. What was that?
Grow up.
You talking to me? Oh, I'm wearing a Foshnok mask. Do they react based on your clothing? I mean, they apparently know that I have a mutation. Are they built to react to clothing? Wait, are you an actual person?
Ad Victorium? I think that's what they say.
There's nothing lootable here other than the junk that's already outside. Oh, they're making hot dogs.
Brotherhood of Steel. It's a real hardcore ring to it.
Okay. Like, all the containers are empty. Well, the vodka's at the bottom of the cup. Gotta stir it. Okay, Shin.
The only reason you should be back here is if you have you finished the task I gave you.
I've spoken to them. Hold on, I have
Complete your
questions for
duties
you.
first, and maybe I'll have time to discuss things with you afterwards.
Oh, well then I'm done with my duties.
Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview.
Was looking for supplies for his research.
Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing civilians with equipment to pursue their personal interests, unless the doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing.
Technically, yeah, I don't... He said other people seem to need you more. But I do feel that if they gave him help, he could help other people.
Our job is to procure and protect technology. not fund civilian scientists in developing it. If the doctor's research proves dangerous, then the Brotherhood will take a very pointed interest. Until then, it is his problem.
Got it.
Next report.
Art Nav wants to
We're
trade.
not mercenaries here to serve as guards for anyone with some goods to trade in payment.
Sounds like a fair deal to
That's
me.
irrelevant. The Brotherhood cannot simply be hired out to every farmer and homesteader. We have our own concerns. Enough about that. What's next?
Yeah, so this Brotherhood is not one of the good Brotherhoods because they don't care about
No.
the people.
We are not arms dealers.
I think she might
There's
actually be a
never any
raider.
circumstance in which I would authorize weapons to that woman. But your vigilance is noted. Moving on.
Was robbed by the people claiming to be the Brotherhood.
Whatever happened, it was not us. There are
Wanna know who the
countless
people are?
Marines out there, civilian. It is not the job of the Brotherhood to hunt them down one by one for their crimes. I will say it bothers me to hear that someone is abusing the honor of the Brotherhood this way. But that does not change the facts. Mr. Hockman's problems are his own, not ours. That's everything. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood. You need to lose those soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment. I grant you permission, provisionally, to enter the compound proper. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention.
You're really not going to help any of
What I
them.
do is make the recommendations I see fit in my report to Paladin Romani. As the commanding officer, the final decisions will be hers. And your concern in the matter ends here.
You have time for
Let me
questions.
complete my report. If I do not have other pressing duties, then I will consent to your questions. Be vigilant.
I'll do that.
outsider.
You don't say you say ad
Do
Victorium.
not attempt to access the secure parts of this facility, civilian.
Okay, I'm having quite a few problems with this quest line now. They don't feel like how the original Brotherhood should feel. A round table. Oh, that's Shin. Okay. Like, they feel like the Brotherhood from Fallout 4, which were just assholes. Whereas Maxon from this game in the beginning,
Starting recording. Knight Alan Connors, Brotherhood of Steel. Oh, 1 second. Let me toss another one on the fire. Screw it. I'll do a status report later. This one's off the record. Odessa, Daniel, I'm about halfway through the night shift. And it's gotten me thinking. I know it's been tough on you two. Neither of you are quite the grizzled old-timers that Layla and I are. I just want you both to know how proud I am. Not just to see you rise to the challenge, but to see you do it with such vigor and determination. For every bit of trouble this trip has been, it's only just started. But I hope you can enjoy calm nights like these, and take a moment to relax. Look, each of us have our reasons for being here, including Layla. You may not always see eye to eye, but know that she cares deeply for both of you. And Daniel, I know you probably feel she cares too much, but that's just her way. Leading from the heart has always worked out for her in the past. Trust me, man. I've been through the thick of it with her. This journey ahead, we're going to need to rely on each other with unwavering support. The toughest trials have yet to come. But remember, we're more than a brotherhood now. We're family.
Yeah, so, as I was saying, they don't seem like the Brotherhood that Maxon built at the beginning of this game, where he was talking about, yes, taking technology, but helping the people. They don't really seem to give a fuck about the people. Trying to see if there's any other notes. That's the only one I found. Oh, there's a child here. And a woman that just turned invisible. Hello, child. Maximo? Armor Ace board game. Tell me more about you.
Maximo. You can call me Max, though, for short. My big sister Marcia and I live here now with the Brotherhood. Isn't that cool?
Why do you live with the Brotherhood?
The town we lived in got attacked by raiders and our mother was killed. But luckily, the Brotherhood of Steel was there and they saved us. Since we didn't really have anyone anymore, Paladin Romani had us come along with them. I can't wait to become a member and fight off bad guys like they do. I'll make sure no one ever has to die again.
His name is Max. Of course it is. What's so great about the Brotherhood?
The Brotherhood is gonna save humanity and help make the world a better place. They saved my sister and me and a bunch of other people along the way. Plus, the power armor they get to wear is so cool!
Do you like living in Fort Atlas?
It's a lot of fun living in the Brotherhood of Steel base. I kinda wish there were more kids my age to play with, but it's okay. The less distractions from my training, the better. I'm gonna become the best Brotherhood of Steel member that Paladin Romani has ever seen.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
It's fun talking with you.
Let's talk about the members.
Sure, I'd be happy to talk about them. I mean, they're my heroes.
Tell me about... We'll do Romani last. Tell me about Shin.
Shin is super cool. Have you seen his power armor? He doesn't really talk to me much, but I think it's just because he's super busy doing Brotherhood stuff and fighting bad guys. Plus, he's usually hanging out by the weapons, and I'm not allowed to go near there. I think we're gonna be best friends one day, though. You think? I want to know all about the Brotherhood of Steel. Okay. Odessa is the best. She's super smart and is always saying stuff that I don't really understand, but I'm gonna study really hard. And sometimes when the others aren't around, we play hide and seek around the
Odessa
board.
sounds familiar. Do you want to be a scribe?
Nah, I want to be a knight like Shin so I can wear power armor and use cool weapons. If I was to be a scribe, though, I would want to be just like Odessa. She told me I could because we're friends. Just like how you can call me Max instead of Maximo. Although, when I'm a knight, I would prefer if you called me Knight Max. Okay. She's the leader of the Brotherhood, and I'm gonna try my best to impress her so that she makes me an initiate one day. It was Paladin Romani's idea to let us stay here with them, and I'm so happy that she did. No way! I can't get the proper training I need to become a Brotherhood of Steel Knight there. I need the best combat training there is, and that's here. Speaking of, I wonder if Knight Shin is busy right now. Oh, absolutely! She cares a lot about saving people and stopping bad guys. She's a real-life hero. Okay. Sounds good to me. Stay safe out there.
Okay.
Raiders causing trouble again. We'll have to do something about that.
Hey, where'd she go? Where'd your sister go? Oh, there she is.
I don't have anything to say to you or anyone else. Thanks. I appreciate that. I'll keep that in mind if I ever feel up to it.
Throwing nukes left and right. The people of Appalachia think the bombs on the lake.
I'm sure you wouldn't be too thrilled to talk to anyone if both your parents were dead and you were stuck with the people who caused it. I really don't want to talk about it. Just watch out. The Brotherhood can be reckless, and they justify it with some bullshit savior complex. If you want to talk about how great the Brotherhood of Steel is, talk to Max instead. You two can lick Shin's boots together. I would if I could, but Max refuses, and I can't just leave him behind. We're all that we've got left. Hopefully he'll come to his senses and stop his blind hero worship. Let's not. Good. Tell Romani that I'm tired of being in this place.
Someone returned their gun to the wrong place again. Do I need to call a seminar on this?
The old world has so much to teach us. Why didn't I see it before? Fight is just beginning. Stay disciplined.
Request for the Brotherhood should be passed through Night Shin.
Stay on your toes. The wasteland is merciless. We're building something big here. Don't get left behind.
The old world has so much to teach us.
It's funny that mistrusting was the option. Lieutenant James Oberlin. Oh, there's so much here.
Weapon may keep me safe, but it doesn't make these repairs go.
like this, we're gonna be invincible.
Ultraside country. Who knows what strange contraptions they will find when there's There's so much to teach us. Person someday.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was. Keep fighting out there.
How can I find time to study our history? Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing up here?
Oh, you turned around. I want to join. Shin told me to talk to you.
Prospective initiate. The Night Shin sent you. And I guess we're both in luck. Paladin Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about...
Oh, so she's actually going to go with me. Back on your word. What is the mission?
Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup. Glad we can come to an agreement. Any questions before we start?
I have a few more questions.
All right, fire away.
That normal prescribes to do this.
Yes, actually. In practice, not at all. We're supposed to be the lore keepers, preserving old technology for the betterment of today. Instead, I spend all my time soldering wires on busted comms equipment or tightening screws on tracking scanners. This investigation will be a breath of fresh air. It's what being a scribe should be about.
Okay, you have like 80 people walking around. You got people. You don't sound thrilled about being a scribe.
Yes, but it's not my life's calling. Believe it or not, I didn't choose to be a scribe. I was born into it. My parents chose this life for me. I've gotten used to it, but it isn't mine.
Okay.
Night Shin would throw a fit if he heard just how unprofessional I was now. We should get back to business. Sorry. Business only.
Okay. Yeah, why not just bring an initiate?
But today, you came along. We have a lot of capable initiates, but we could always use more. Handle yourself well, and I'll be happy to vouch for you.
Can I get a look at those logs? I've already picked the lock.
If Romani lets you join our ranks, then I might reconsider. Especially if you're a big help on this mission. Sure. Ready to go? Great. Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here. Head downstairs and I'll meet you in a bit.
Are they gonna be cool with me using power armor? Is it gonna one-up them by the fact that I have better power armor? Okay.
Don't mind this clutter. Atlas is a work in progress.
Well, I do, however, need to switch my things. bike hurts because I moved to a bed because this was taking forever to finish getting ready. And I didn't want to move to a chair because why? So I'm sitting in bed playing this. Wait, why am I still over encumbered? I'm not. It just didn't update. Oh, she's already here. Hello. A 10mm round? Really? That's all that's down here? Alright.
Good, you're here. So, how do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from before the war. Are you trying to get on my good side? Because that's how you get on my good side. But enough about that. I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up.
I'm coming in with my armor race because I never changed it. But it's fine. Should I just clear out the floor, or should I gather documents? I'm gonna clear out the floor. Why am I still over encumbered?
This looks like what we need.
Don't worry.
This must be Dr. Hammond, Atlas's lead scientist. We recovered some of his holotapes and logs in our initial sweep of the area. This tech down here is his handiwork, and he couldn't give it up. Even after the war, I should make arrangements for a proper burial.
No, he good. Yeah, I think I've killed them all. Okay. Guess we'll start with his note. Oh, this is number 2. Was this one actually number 1? No, this was number 3. Okay. Well then. This is number 1.
I think this is good. Let's talk for a sec.
Sure.
That should be enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas decommission report. So the project was in bad shape after all? I knew it sounded too good to be true. Fascinating. Wow. This is some seriously classified stuff that I just let you read, isn't it? I wasn't supposed to show you any of this.
Well, now that that's happened.
I guess you're right. There's only so much I can tell you, but I'll share what I feel is relevant.
I've already been here
This
before.
wasn't exactly an observatory before the war. That was just a front. The military conducted
parasites.
Pretty advanced research. We're down here to investigate and see what's worth salvaging for the Brotherhood.
Well, why didn't you tell me
run a
before
tight
we
ship as a
started?
Brotherhood. Or, at least we're supposed to. All of the information we collect is distributed on a need-to-know basis. I was hoping we could get through this without you needing to know, but I guess that was too much to ask. Now, let's follow up on some leads from this report. I'd like to do a quick inspection of some key components that should be nearby. There's probably a terminal around here. If it's still running, we can do a diagnostics test. That will tell us about some of the less accessible hardware. The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a lot of pressure. Let's find the release valve for that and give it a spin, see what happens. Finally, the lower core on this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical hookups?
Okay, that's the one thing I don't know where it is, but okay. What are you looking for in the
The
diagnostics test?
diagnostics test can tell us the state of some key components that we won't be able to test manually. Keep an eye on the state of each component, and we'll want to look into them after the initial check.
Okay. How will we know if the release
Release
valve
valve is an
works?
emergency mechanism that can relieve pressure on the intake pipes if they come under stress. If all is well, we'll just be able to turn it, and nothing out of the ordinary will happen.
What will the wiring tell us about the machine?
Think of the wires like the blood vessels of the machine. Without the electricity running through them, nothing's going to work. We just need to do a little checkup and see what condition they're in.
Okay,
Should be
let's
a
go.
simple inspection. You can have point, but I'll be looking over your shoulder the whole way. Take note of the details and we'll discuss how it goes after.
Yeah, well, I'm getting out of this since it's over encumbering me. Run diagnostic check.
Interesting.
Core processing. How do you, are you like right over my shoulder looking at this? Okay. Let's go flip the valve. Flip the valve. Let's go flip the valve. Let's go turn the valve. Okay. That exploded. It's been bit up by critters, of course. Ew. There we go. Got in it just in time. I've got a medic thing on here. Oh, there's still more. I thought there was only one left. Oh, there's still more. More and more.
Close one. That does it for the inspection. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, let's go over the inspection results. The diagnostics check revealed some issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop, intake valves ruptured, and the ion focus?
Defunct.
Oh, misaligned. Next, we have the release valve.
Oh.
That went.
What was defunct?
Well, what was your assessment?
Released pressure, so it exploded.
It certainly did. I'm going to mark that down as bad. Last but not least, the wiring. The wires were...
What is that? Is that me? Is that because I have parasites? Shoot up more rats.
Yep. I think the warm reception they gave us also points to that.
Does your stomach growl now when you have
Sorry about
parasites?
the noise, but in general, You're handling yourself well so far.
Yeah, you already knew
A
the
fair
answers.
point. We have a saying among the scribes. Through discourse, we gain strength. This wasn't discourse. It was a test. I can't blame you for being upset. I wanted to see if you would pay attention. And I have my answer
didn't.
now. Sorry if I angered you.
Mhm.
I'm worried about what our inspection turned up. There are a few parts I'd like to extract and examine in my lab. There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. They should be upstairs. There's a lot I can learn from examining them if we can pull them out and get them back to my lab in decent condition.
Sounds good.
I want to take some notes on the core up there, so I'm going to leave the parts removal to you. Each extraction will be a little different, but in general, you'll want to use a light touch. I want the components in good condition, so please be careful. Any questions, or are you ready to get started?
No, I'm good.
You saw what happened when we tested the release valve. I want to examine the stress on the gauge. That could tell us if all that built-up pressure was normal or an anomaly. Oh, and you may have to pry it off, but be careful about it when the time comes. The brain of the machine. It's the component that coordinates all of the others. It should be slotted into a terminal somewhere. May take a little technical know-how to extract, but nothing you can't handle, I'm sure. A very important and technical component. It helps force particles into a beam that the machine could fire to affect the weather. Somehow. Could take a bit of manual dexterity to pry loose without any damage. I'm counting on you. Let's see what you can do.
So I wasn't expecting her to actually ask me questions. So that did screw me over. Now she wants to take this thing apart. Obviously this one? Okay. Unscrew the screws of the rust and remove it. Yes.
Thought of one. Can you pick up that induction coil up there on the machine core? That doesn't sound good.
I really hope you'll fix that today.
Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it. Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could have handled that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected.
Okay.
The pressure gauge looks like it's in good condition. The core processor is pristine. Good work on that. The ion focus looks usable. Impressive. The induction coil seems fine. That's a relief. And what is this? This is... Is this ultrasight? Fascinating. This looks like some kind of compact power source. None of the documents, none of the terminals said anything about this. Did this power the whole machine? Fuel of the future. I'd heard the stories, but to think I could hold so much energy in my hands like this? Project Atlas may be beyond our power to repair, but we might have something here. I expected the machine to use a small reactor's worth of energy, but they condensed that into a container I can hold in my hands. I could do a lot with this. You were a big help. I'm sure you have what it takes to be an initiate, and soon. Here, take this letter to Paladin Romani. She'll make the final call on letting you into the Brotherhood, but my wreck may tip the scales. I'm going back upstairs to take a look at these components. I need to catalog our findings. If nothing else, this ultrasight battery has piqued my interest. There's a lot I could learn from reverse engineering it. Oh, I'm giving you access to my private terminal, too. It has all the logs we recovered from when we moved in. After what we just went through, I think you deserve to know more about Project Atlas. Take a look if you get some free time. Thanks again for your help, and good luck with the Paladin.
Because they're the Brotherhood of Steel. They use energy weapons. And she gave me a freaking Magnum pistol with explosives. And then it's back to working on that vertibird. Let's talk. Well, you aren't an initiate yet, but I guess we can discuss it a bit, since you helped out and all. I'd like to reverse engineer it and make more, of course. With the amount of energy it can unleash, we could power all kinds of things for a very long time. How far a vertibird could fly on ultrasight power.
No, I don't think so. As much as I'd love to, we're too short-handed, and I just don't have that kind of expertise. We'll have to make do with learning what we can from the project for now. Sure thing. What's the next topic? Lucky for you. We're an order dedicated. We find and catalog knowledge from before the bombs and keep it safe. You could say that. You could also say we have no right to keep knowledge to ourselves. That everyone deserves to learn. We get that from time to time. I can see the argument, but I believe in our mission. Nobody else does what we do. If not for us, all the old tech would just rust away. California, all the way across the continent. I've read that people used to fly that distance in a few hours, but the trek took us months. Maybe eventually we'll get flying again, but for now it's an arduous journey. We set up Fort Atlas to that end. This old observatory has a wealth of technology to discover, and is a good staging point for future operations. We also want to learn the fate of the old Appalachian chapter of our order. MIA. Presumed KIA. Yeah. To be honest, that's what I expected to hear. At least they died trying to make a difference. May they rest in peace. I knew some of them. From a distance. But it's better if we don't get into that now. The Council of Elders, chief among them, High Elder Maxon, our founder. He proclaimed our mission and set us on the path we follow today. Our expedition leader is Paladin Romani. She's an aggressive and daring commander who's taken us through many trials.
We have to cut ourselves free from
Okay, what do you want to know?
take the old and forge it anew.
Sure. What needs explaining? We're the heart of the Brotherhood's mission to find, catalog, and preserve pre-war technology. Though sometimes in practice, well, let's just say I spend a lot of time calibrating things. We record things. Histories, schematics, every bit of knowledge we can get our hands on. We collect it all, compile it, and keep it safe, like old scholars or monks. Our name harkens back to that ancient tradition, so that's why we use it. Well, first you'll have to join up, and we don't just take anyone. Then it depends on your aptitude. Not everyone has the mind or patience for scribe work. But ultimately, if you're driven and competent, I don't see why not. Sure, what do you want to talk about? About me. What do you want to know? California, though, truth be told, I've spent most of my life in one bunker or another. My parents joined the Brotherhood when I was very young, so I grew up in the Order. Really? How rare. You'll have to let me interview you sometime. I'd love to know more about the vaults. I have a lot to take care of while we get settled in here, but I'll get back to you on this. Don't worry. I do. Scribes are critical to the Brotherhood's mission. It's a mission I believe in. The work that comes my way can get tedious or overwhelming, but knowing I'm helping the greater good keeps me satisfied.
But they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past.
We're a strong organization with a noble goal.
Same mistakes going forward.
Our methods draw some flack sometimes, but we're doing the right thing. Of course. What's the next topic? I'll be here if you need anything.
Another complaint. Shin's certainly bringing us friends here.
Don't tell me there are more petitioners. Make it quick, please. To procure and preserve dangerous technologies from before the war, and defend humanity from itself. Since the world went to pieces, anyone and everyone has been using what they can find in the wasteland to their own ends, unrestricted. If things continue like this, humanity will never make it. The 1st Expeditionary Force was tasked with investigating several valued technological sites across the U.S., concluding at the Atlas Observatory. From here, we would report back on the fate of the preceding Appalachian chapter, carrying on the Brotherhood's mission in their stead if need be. Or we would have done that report if we still had a working long-distance transmitter. We have Raiders to thank for that one. That lines up with our discovery so far. Truly an abominable threat, the Scorched. I will refrain from asking why you were snooping around a Brotherhood facility. I will warn you not to do it again. That information is classified. There is, and my interpretation of our orders is that acquiring it should be our #1 priority. Paladin Romani thinks otherwise. She has reevaluated the situation based on her own judgment. I'm following her orders. Ask them if you must. Make it quick, please. As you can see, I'm in charge of the armory. I maintain and manage all of our equipment. I keep records of our stockpiles, distribute rations, and acquire resources as needed. Since we only have one Paladin here, I also lead various combat operations and support Paladin Romani in any ways necessary. To be clear, my duties do not include human resources. Does this look like a social club to you? I have my duties to attend to. I would hope that you have yours. It sounds to me like you haven't decided your purpose in this world. I have, and it doesn't involve making friends with everyone. Ad Victoriam.
Now he says Ad Victoriam to me. Too lazy to sit up and grab my phone. I could probably grab it with my foot though. Once I go to Romani. That's the wrong side.
I'm sorry, but civilians should stay out of command areas. Ah, you must be the one I've been hearing about. Paladin Layla Romani. What do you need?
She has a letter for you.
Between this and the report I have from Knight Shin, we can discuss you becoming a member of our order. Consider it carefully. Do you wish to join our ranks?
What if I do?
Membership in the Brotherhood is a commitment to honor, duty, and service. You would begin as an initiate in our ranks. With time and training, you may one day join the Scrolls as a knight or scribe, depending on your aptitudes and choices. On a day-to-day basis, Knight Shin would be your direct superior here, though any of the officers may requisition you for missions if needed.
Okay. There's only 2 officers. You guys seem like jerks. These ones do.
Both have given their approval to your initiate consideration. Yes.
What did Shin say?
Knight Shin said that your attitude regarding the role of the Brotherhood in relation to the civilian community was questionable. Nonetheless, he felt your intentions were honorable and suitable training would correct any deficiencies. Which means he probably thought I'd like you. That remains to be seen.
Okay, so maybe she's about the people. She acts so much like Sophia.
In short, she thinks you are capable, helpful, and possessed of a higher-than-average technical aptitude. Useful qualities in an initiate candidate.
Other
Yes.
questions? No, like I'm gonna do it.
Recommendations of Knight Shin and Scribe Valdez. I'm willing to consider you for membership. But first, I need to see how you handle yourself without direct supervision. In order to be effective in our operations here, we need to establish positive relations with the people of Appalachia. If we make them see us as a beneficial presence in the area, it will be much easier to secure cooperation in the future. We have reports of feral ghoul attacks on traders and travelers in the southwest forest region, indicative of a nest of some kind. I want you to clear it out.
Got it. Where's the nest?
We don't know. Our initial reports on the attacks came from a family of farmers, the Putnams that we passed on the way
That's
into the
why.
region. I think their sons were rather starstruck when we showed up. I almost expected the older boy to follow us when we left. You should start your search there. They may know more. You can find them at the old Lewis and Sons farming supply.
Why haven't you sent
While I'm not
anyone
in the
else?
habit of explaining my priorities to would-be recruits, you may have noticed there's a lot of work to be done here. You doing it accomplishes the mission and adds another member to our ranks. 2 birds, 1 stone.
So if I do this, I'm
Complete
in.
this mission satisfactorily, and I will grant you initiate status within the Brotherhood. Yes.
Okay. And I want a bonus reward, because why
Your
not?
reward is that I consider you worthy to join our ranks. Limited intel suggests this is a milk run, perfect for a new recruit. But you're not wrong. We don't know the level of threat. Take this as an additional precaution.
Be something worth it. A single stim pack? Okay.
Very well. Do this, and you will be one of us, with all the rights and responsibilities of a full member of the Brotherhood of Steel. Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoriam. Okay.
Greetings, civilian.
You sound like a robot. Okay.
The old world has so much to teach us.
So there are things I want to check before doing her mission. Let's go to Fort Defiance. I want to see if this boy's still here. And if I can tell him to go meet them at Atlas. And if not, I'm gonna go check on, I don't remember his name. I also have to refix my flamethrower. Refix, I just need to fix my flamethrower. Flamethrower. You sleeping? You are. Wake up. Wake up, Jonah.
I'll get over it. Eventually. Honest.
What? It didn't save any of my things.
Why should I be with a scorched king? Now I see it. Maybe not. Just let me.
Okay, so I can't tell him to go join the Brotherhood. Okay. The other guy. I don't remember which building he's in. Let's see if I can find him real quick. Okay. Okay, so he's like on one of those. Mutants out there fighting. Is it right here? No. I don't think it's this one. Might be this one. No, it had to have been that one. I don't care about fighting any of them. I think he had to have been in that one. Is there like a local map? Of course there's not. It's gotta be here, Watoga Towers. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Did you need something else? I can give you the rundown on daily ops again if you want.
Oh, you can talk to him.
Atlas Observatory, huh? Interesting. Hadn't considered that. You must know something I don't. That doesn't change my plans, though. Supporting the Brotherhood with daily ops is still of the utmost importance.
Should join the Mid-Atlas. They can use your
A
knowledge.
deserter like me doesn't deserve to just stroll up and pretend all is forgiven. I'll face my redemption in exile.
All got our past. Da-da. I feel like calling him a coward's a better
Hard to
choice.
argue
But
with that, but, oh, damn it all. Fine. I'll pack up and head over. Hopefully they don't shoot me on the spot. Guess I might have that coming if they did. Thanks for making me see the right thing to do.
okay, so I was just gonna talk to him and then ended here.
Just got a few hundred doodads to pack up here. I'll see you at Fort Atlas real soon.
And we'll head on home and we'll call it here.